Okay, so today I want you to look at some pictures, and first you're just going to think, what happened here? And then you're going to turn and talk to your group of three about what do you think, 3 or 4? What's going on here, and what do I know for sure? What do I see? Okay? So here's our first picture. Just take a peek. Don't say anything yet. Does anyone have any questions? You know what you're looking at? No, don't tell me anything. You know what you see? Turn, and I want your voices to be like at a 1, because we don't want them to hear us clear out the hall. Talk just, because you don't want to give your ideas to the other groups of 3 or 4. What is going on in this picture? Turn and talk to your group of 3 or 4 about what is this? What's happening? Okay. Who has something they think I should add to my chart about this picture? What do you think back there? What's your group talking about? Oh, animal. Why do you think animal? Okay. And we have footprints. I'm going to put them in 2 places. I'm going to sort what you say to me, and I'm not telling you why I sort it. Let me see if you can figure it out. So you're saying I see footprints, and then you also said they're animal footprints. I put them in 2 different spots. Okay? What's another thing? What did you guys talk about?
We talked about,
Have your group help you. You can whisper to us.
That, one take 3 or mouse.
That what?
The mouse feet. The one that.
Oh, you're saying that it's a mouse. Okay, you think that. What did you guys talk about?
We thought that the side closest to the door are ants and the other side spiders.
You thought it was ants and spiders. Okay. What did you guys talk about? Oh, so we're guessing animals. I want you to tell me, what do we see that we know for sure without guessing? Can anybody look and tell me, what is it that we know?
Dots.
What do we know for sure? What do we know?
They're small. Some are small and the other ones are kind of big.
So there's smaller prints
And then bigger prints.
and big prints.
Not that big.
Okay, should I say bigger? Bigger prints.
Maybe like medium. Yeah.
So, well, one is bigger than the other. Is that the better way to say it? One set is bigger than the other. Okay. So when we compare them to each other. What else do we know for sure when we look at it? What else do we know?
One is on the right and one is on the left.
Yeah, can you tell me anything about either one of those? The right or the left? That you know for sure? What do you know? They're what?
They like go to the sides and back.
So they're kind of walking in a wavy line. So it's a wave line. They're not walking exactly straight. What else is happening? What else?
That the smaller ones look like there's like a mouse and the back of their feet. They don't have any paws. It's just feet, and they look like the back of it is curved, the front is straight.
Okay, so it's curved in the back. And straight in the front. Okay. So you're noticing what their shape is. What about you?
There's a lot of them.
There's lots of them, aren't there? Do you notice anything about them changing or something different happening with them?
They're meeting each other.
Ah, they're coming together, aren't they? They come together. Okay, are you ready for the second picture?
Yeah.
Okay, there are 3. Here's the next one. Same thing. It's the next rest of the story. That's that next part of the story. Turn and talk to your group. What just happened? Turn and talk.
They're probably really like just like going in a way. It's the same way, but it's different.
Okay. What do we know? What do we think? What do we know? What do we think? Did you talk to your group? You got a good one that you're going to share? What do we know or think?
They're like meeting each other.
So the prince came together.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're, like, meeting
So
each other.
they came all the way together. Okay. What else do we know or think?
It looks like that they're fighting.
Oh, so we think maybe there's a fight. Okay. What else over here? Say it again. They're all mixed up. Here they were away from each other, right? Now they're all mixed up. So they all mixed up. Oh, what else? Why do you think a tie? Like if they were racing?
No.
Or what? Oh, the shape of it looks like a tie you wear in your neck. Okay. What about what we know or think? What do we know or think? Right. Think about, though, being a scientist. If we saw this, what do we know or what do we think? What do we know or think?
That they probably meeting somewhere close.
They met, yeah. We think that they met. These two things met. So we know now, though, probably one thing wasn't there alone and another thing there alone and left Prince later, right?
Yeah.
We kind of know, we're thinking maybe they were there together at the same time. Do we think that? How many people think that? They were here at the same time.
And they're...
Are you ready to see the last picture?
Yeah. This is the first one.
Talk to your group. Talk to your group of 3 first, please. Okay. Do you think you have some ideas? Would you turn again to your partner, and I want you to come up with 2 statements. One that says, we know this. One that says, we think this. Talk to your partners, to your groups. Something I think we know, something I think. Okay? Talk to your group and see if you have some thinks and knows. Okay, are we ready? Turn back up here. Which group's got something? What do you guys have?
I know that there was a fight because it could be a fight to the death.
Whoa, did you see that happen?
No.
So you think there was a fight to the death, she said.
And then one of them actually won.
And that there was a winner.
In the big
Does she think that or know that?
that.
She thinks that. Good job. Okay. What do you think or know? Go ahead. Do we know that or think that? We think that maybe one escaped. What else?
Maybe they're trying to make a Y.
You're thinking about the shape of it, aren't you, still? Think about the things that happened there, or what we know by what is there. What are we thinking?
This one walked away.
One set of prints walked away, right?
Yeah.
Do we know that?
No. Yeah. Like that.
Do we know that?
Yeah.
One set of prints walked away. Okay. What else?
Oh, they were trying to make an arrow.
We're not talking about the shape. We're thinking about what happened with this place. What happened? What are you thinking?
The little ones are going in, but they're staying. But these ones are going out, and those ones are leaving.
So one set's leaving.
Yeah.
What do you think those?
But
Somebody just said fight to the death. Is everyone okay with that idea? No, what's a different idea? What else could have happened? What?
they were playing.
So what happened to this one? What happened? This one walked away. Where's this set now? What else could have happened if we don't like the fight to the death?
Maybe could have been playing, and then they had to go home.
Okay, so where's the other set of prints? What happened? Does anyone else have an idea what else could have happened? What do you think could have happened?
This print went back up.
Oh, one backed up? You think it then stepped perfectly on their backward steps? Okay. What else might have happened?
I think the big ones are like leaving because the little ones are coming in.
So the big footprints are leaving and the little ones just came in. But what happened to that little footprint thing, that thing that made little footprints? They are of different animals. What happened? What else could have happened? What else could have happened? And then how would it be if they were hugging here, we only saw one set of prints? What would be happening? So one stayed and one left. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay. We have all kinds of ideas. Do we know? No. Do scientists always know every answer?
No.
No. So what we want to think about is, how is what we just did like what scientists do? Sometimes scientists see things, right? Okay, so we saw things, and then what did we do? We're going to think about scientists, but we're going to think about, how did I sort these? Listen to what I put in my first list. Listen carefully. There's footprints, there's small prints and bigger prints. They walk in a wavy line. One footprint is curved in the back and straight in the front. There's lots of footprints. They come together. They got all mixed up. I think Matt has to go over here. And one print walked away. Why did I put all those together? And I'm going to read you the other one, and you're going to help. There's an animal, a mouse, ants and spiders. It's a lizard. There was a fight to the death. Sometime they were there together. There was a winner. Somebody escaped. One stayed. They were playing. One backed up. The big one was leaving. Why did I put them in two columns like this? How did I sort them? Talk in your groups again. How did I sort them? All right. I'm hearing some good ideas. Okay, I'm hearing some good things. What is this list of things we...
No.
I heard it from lots of people. We know this. We can look at the picture and say, this is real and true, and I can see it with my own eyes. This, though, is what? It's things we think. Did we see any animals?
No.
Did we see a fight?
No.
Do we see death? There's no animal laying there. We don't see any of that. So we sorted our information like that. Now think about, and I'm going to have you think and talk to your group. How is this like what a scientist might do? Turn and talk. How would this be like what a scientist would do?
Probably like one like they think if they're around, we'll just get all over it.
What would it be like what a scientist does?
I'm thinking.
You're not sure?
We still don't know.
Does anybody have any ideas?
I do.
Okay, tell me.
They're
What?
probably both mouse, but probably one's a bull mouse and probably one's a regular mouse.
How is this like what scientists do?
I know.
How is what we did today like what a scientist might do? What do you think?
Because they have to see like.
Oh, I need everyone to listen because she's got an idea here. Okay.
They have to see the DNA if they're right or wrong.
So they have to see the DNA.
And what it's called the footprints and stuff.
So they might look at the footprints. Do they know exactly for sure what happened? Do scientists always know what happened? No. Sometimes they do. They know some true facts here, don't we? These are footprints. So we know the footprints. Do we know what kind of animal a footprint? Do we know animal footprints?
Yeah.
Can we know them?
Yeah.
How would we know them? Let's say I can't find these two same animals. If I was a scientist, what would I do? What would I do if I wanted to know what kind of animal left this footprint and I can't find the animal, the exact same animal? What would I do? What could I do if I wanted to figure out what kind of animal it was, but I can't find the animal? Teddy, what would I do?
Take a cotton and take some of the dirt that's from the footprints and then go back to your lab and then take a test on it to see what it is.
So I might take that back. I could maybe check it. What else could I do? So now he's saying, scoop it up carefully and take that footprint with me. And then what? To figure out what kind of animal?
And then put it on a tester.
Put it on a tester. But what if I don't have a tester? What if I just want to know what kind of animal it is and I don't have that kind of tool? What else would I do?
You could look it up on like a computer or phone or anything.
Do you think on a computer or phone it would tell me which kinds of footprints animals have?
Yeah.
I could. Oh, a picture might work. Okay. Oh, I might find a match by another animal.
Yeah.
That's what scientists do. I'm going to give you a word here. This is a very big word, and you're going to say it with me. It's assumptions. Assumptions. Sometimes scientists have facts, things that they know, then they make an assumption. So they might say, I have seen a lizard footprint 100 times, and every time I see it, it looks like this. Can I make an assumption it's a lizard if I saw that?
No.
Yeah, if I've seen a whole bunch of them and they always look the same. Now, if I've never seen one, could I do that? No. So, scientists have to use what they know. Are you ready? They have to use what they know and sometimes make an assumption. And then, like Teddy said, we have to go test it or compare it. Now, when you think about the Grand Canyon, you saw that big picture of the Grand Canyon, right?
Yes.
What do scientists know about the Grand Canyon? What do they know?
Like, it's this big.
It's massive. It's a big old hole in the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were they around when that happened?
No.
Scientists? But if you read in books, there will be a story about how it happened.
And then you can know.
That's an assumption. Those people that wrote that book weren't there either. But you're going to learn in science about tests we can do and things we can try out to see if we can make our assumptions stronger, just like a scientist. Scientists don't know everything, but they have to use what they know to make smart, what's that big word? Assumptions. Okay. So you guys, I'm excited to come and see what's happening with your Grand Canyon unit. So next week, hopefully I'll get in and see what's happening. And we're going to see some facts about the Grand Canyon, but then also we're going to have to do some tests to see if we can make some assumptions about how that thing was made. Because that is huge. What do you think? You think water? Oh, that's a good assumption. Could we do some tests? Do I know the answer to that? No. Do scientists ever find out? Whoa, here's a good question. She just asked, do you know the answer to that? What happened?
It's a tricky track.
It's tricky tracks we don't know. Do scientists always figure out the real answer? Yep. Did we always know the real answer? No. Sometimes we never know for sure. We only make an assumption. Yes. So when you're doing your science, you're going to think about what do I know, and then can I do a test that helps me make a good assumption. We know how big the feet are, don't we?
Yeah.
But we don't know how big their bodies are.
Yeah.
We don't know what they are. We have to make some assumptions. We could study footprints and find out more, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, I think you guys have other things you want to do, or do you have time? Do you want them to do some more with us?
Yay.
If you would like, some of you are going to finish up your scientist picture. I do have more paper. If you would like to draw what you think happened, and if you could write, I know this is true, I think this, that would be great for me to take to class. I know this, I think this. You could write 2 sentences and draw me a picture of what kind of animals you think. You could make your own assumptions like a scientist.
I don't know if it's true or not.
You could. But we could make an assumption.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it's true. Okay, so we could do that. And then that'll let some of you finish up your scientist picture too. There is a pile of paper I'll get. Okay. That would be great.